Jags Nation. This is the Action Sports Jags postgame show, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.
You just saw it. There's no showdown in the Sunshine State. It was ass-kicking. The Jaguars get taken apart by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and have now lost their fourth straight football game. A month ago, this team was playing for the number one seed in the AFC. Now they're 8-7 with absolutely no answers. And it stinks from the top all the way to the bottom. It stinks from the owner, the general manager, the head coach, the offense coordinator, the defense coordinator, the quarterback, the entire offense, the entire defense, the special teams, and anybody who is associated. If you're employed with the Jaguars, you stink. You're not doing your job. This is an absolute free fall by this football team, and it shouldn't be that way. Hi, everybody. Dan Hicken here. Merry Christmas. I'm working Christmas Eve for this. I'm working Christmas Eve, a time of reflection, a time of love, a time of peace and joy and happiness, a time of giving more than getting, and this is what I got to deal with? I could go back to, I'm sorry, Jacksonville. I don't know what to tell you. Your football team is an out-and-out disgrace, and it's time to answer questions. It's time for Doug Peterson to answer some tough questions. It's time for Trent Baalke to step up and answer some tough questions. It's time for Trevor to answer some tough questions. Dude, enough with the picks and the fumbles. Holy cow. Hey, defense, you stink too. Can you not tackle anymore? Just pack up the balls if you don't want to try. Good gosh almighty, what did we just watch? It's the worst half of football in the year. 20-0 at the half? Hey, Jacksonville, you got a gift from ho, ho, ho. Indy loses. Houston loses. Just go take care of business against an average team. Man, oh, man. Tyson Campbell, what has happened to you? None of this matters because there's a bunch of junk at the end. This is all crap. It doesn't matter. When it mattered, we got annihilated by Tampa Bay. Annihilated. I got to answer questions. I got a lot of friends in Tampa. I'm not happy. I'm having a drink right now. It's not eggnog or anything. It's just... yeah, it's our new sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, from the top to the bottom. Hey, Doug, this was a big week, man. We asked you this week, do some coaching, man. Get this team ready to play. They were not ready to play. They were not ready to play. And it falls on you, man. It falls on you and Press Taylor and Caldwell and this crap team that Baalke has put together when we barely were 9-8 a year ago, and we got arrogant and thought we were going to play well. I mean, Josh Allen, haven't seen him in a couple games now. Don't give me any Trayvon Walker had a sack. When it didn't matter, he had a sack. When it mattered, he was invisible. When it mattered, Devin Lloyd was chasing a tight end by the name of Cade Otton like a drunken sailor. What was that? Baker Mayfield looked like whoever. There you see the comparison. Trevor, 3 more turnovers, man. Bro, you're a machine or a turnover machine. Oh, God, I can't keep defending you, Chief, if you keep doing this. The first pick was awful. And again, Doug, you put him in the position. First drive, 3rd and 15. Second drive, 3rd and 12. Another drive, 3rd and 20. These are not staying ahead of the chains, Chief. How come when other teams run reverses, they go for 8, 15, 20 yards? We run a reverse, we lose 11. Holy cow, man. What a terrible performance. And Trevor left the game hurt again. Anton Harrison, the only offensive lineman worth a damn, left the game hurt. I'm not sure they're going to win another game, and I know Carolina's next. And right now, today, as emotional as I am, I would pick Carolina to come in here, who battle Green Bay and beat the Jaguars. You're darn right I would. I think we're Tennessee 2021, free-falling. Somebody, Marcel, give me some Grinch music on here, because that's who I feel like. It's Christmas Eve, man. I should be doing like the Scrooge speech that Bill Murray gave us. Look at this nonsense. 8-7, 8-7, 8-7. At best, we're going to go 9-8 again. Man, what happened? A month ago, we were playing for the dadgum number 1 seed. The Colts have Vegas next week. They laid an egg in Atlanta. Houston doesn't have C.J. Stroud. At least they have an excuse, and they played a good team today. They got whooped. All right, here's the schedule. Look at this. What has happened to this team? What has happened to this team? 5 in a row, 6-2. All right, we lost to the Niners, but boom, boom, we got it right. 8-3. We're fine. 8-4, 156 yards rushing. 8-5, Trevor the turnover machine. 8-6, sloppy A football. 8-7, got worse. We have gone like this, ladies and gentlemen. You think we're going to come home next week in a half-filled stadium and beat Carolina? Good luck. I don't see it. Carolina looks like they're playing with some heart. Carolina looks like they're playing with something to prove. Again, Calvin Ridley, he'll have some numbers, right? He'll have some numbers. Yeah. Disregard that. In the first half, 0 for 0. ETN, 31 total yards. I saw you try to block a couple times on some blitzes. Terrible. Evan Ingram's the only one. 88 to 98 catches. He's got 98 catches. He's going to go over 100 catches. And, Cooks. What's his first name, Marcel? Elijah Cooks. God bless you, Elijah. Thanks for trying. 3 catches, 38 yards. Thank you. At least you tried. That was in the first half when it mattered, man. Something stinks in this organization, and somebody better come out and say what the problem is. Because there is a massive problem right now. We are 0 for December. What happened to the schedule? 0 for December. We have not won it. Yeah, right? We haven't won a game in December. 4th, 10th, it's like October of last year. And now we got one more in December. We can go 0 for 5 like we did in October of last year. It's a bad month. It's unbelievable, man. I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing good to say about this team. Nothing. Nothing. Part of me, I'm going to admit this to you because you know me and you feel me. Part of me, and while I think it's vitally important that we somehow win this division, part of me doesn't want to, and I'll tell you why. Because then I got to pay for playoff tickets to go watch them get thumped by Cleveland or Buffalo. Do I want to do that? Not right now. Not the way this group is playing. Did they even try today? What did they have, Christmas party last night? Hey, everybody, come on into the ballroom here at the 5-star hotel we're staying at. We're having a Christmas party. Drink the eggnog. Hey, gift giveaways. What was that? What just happened? There was nothing good to say about this game. Nothing. Nobody played worth a darn. Nobody. Coaches stink. Players stink. GM stinks. Ownership stinks. We had it handed to us today. We didn't even play a good game. What if you go out there and you just play a clean football game and you got a chance in the fourth quarter, man? Oh, my gosh. I can't believe what I just saw. I did not see that coming, peeps. Some of you may have, but not me. Not like that. Not to Tampa. This is Tampa. They're average. This wasn't Baltimore, okay? This wasn't the Baltimore Ravens. This was Tampa Bay. I mean, Doug Peterson, you got to answer some questions, bro. What are you guys doing? Are you just laughing and giggling and having fun out there during the week? I mean, what are we doing? Here, let's listen. Let's get some answers. Doug, take it away.
Everybody else practiced, and, we didn't as a team, it wasn't good. The sense of urgency wasn't there. We didn't execute very well on offense. The turnovers keep piling up. The run game, all that kind of stuff, and it just affects, it affects the whole process, and so it's not one guy, it's the coaches, myself, players, we're all in this together.
Is it at a crisis point for you at this point?
I would say, yeah. 4-game skid, crisis. Our goals are still in front of us. Nothing's changed there, but somewhere we've got to, we got to stop this, dam from busting wide open.
Doug, what is it that you wanted to see today to think that you could break through this whole cycle that you didn't?
Well, you want to see a win, right? You want to see the guys come to this game and have that sense of urgency. And I give Tampa a lot of credit. They came ready to play. They're playing for the same things we're playing for, in their division. So it's just got to mean something to everybody. And today I didn't think it meant as much to us as it did to them.
Doug, did you consider at all not starting Trevor today?
I did not. Once Trevor was cleared and he was good, he spent the week in the meetings and all that. I did not hesitate. Again, once he was cleared, he's our starter, and we roll.
I don't know if you can even answer it, but the same self-inflicted mistakes, unforced errors. You must be at a loss to tell us. Same answer.
I know,
right?
it's. I can't go out there and do it. Press can't do it. Mike Caldwell can't. The players at some point have to have enough pride, right, to not turn. I know they're not trying to turn the ball over, but there has to be a sense of urgency to have, the ball security to protect the football, and it's not there right now.
What's the message you're going to bring to them Monday, Tuesday, whatever, as you get ready for Carolina?
Well, the message is still, our goals are still in front of us. Everything's still right there. Obviously the division is kind of wide open. We've kind of opened that door, but we got to focus on one game at a time. And that's what we're going to do.
You just still see yourselves at the top of the division, even with the slide that you're going through.
In my brain, in my mind, that's what I hope for. But obviously we've got a lot of things to fix.
A lot of folks had 30 catches in that first half, and then I don't even know if we got a target in the second half. Was that just him getting lost in the shuffle, or what? No,
we shifted gears a little bit, tried to get Calvin going a little bit more, but I thought Elijah did some good things.
Did you consider benching Trevor when it got to be 30-0? He did go back out there, led a touchdown drive, and there was a touchdown pass to Calvin.
Not at that time, no. I felt like if we could find the end zone and score, yes, we were in hurry up 2 minutes the rest of the way, but I did not consider it at that time.
I guess I have to ask why. Were you just trying to get him some confidence back, or what? 30-0.
Well, I know, and I never want to throw in the towel, and that's nothing against CJ, but I felt like too that Trevor. With our offense and the way we do things, just get him going and get the guys going around him, and so I never considered taking him out at that time.
Back injury?
Yeah, he just a back. He should be fine.
Very good. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's Doug Peterson, and I got no answers. I don't feel any better. I don't feel one bit better. And listening to his answers, he's flummoxed. I'm flummoxed. The city's flummoxed. I don't know what the players are going to say. He did say at one point, I can't do it. Press can't do it. Mike Caldwell can't do it. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. Brent Martineau, can you do it? Let's hear his observations.
What happened to the Jacksonville Jaguars? They were 8-3 Monday Night Football and playing for a top seed in the AFC. 4 weeks later, 4 games later, no more wins. 8-7 now, clinging to the AFC South lead and a potential playoff berth that feels like even if they got there, they wouldn't do anything with it. They're a bad football team right now. Trevor Lawrence is a problem right now. He's turning the football.
All right, we're going to go to Trevor Lawrence right now.
The Bucs had a good plan defensively. You know, they gave a lot of different presentations, brought a lot of pressure. You know, some stuff that I don't think we communicated great. That starts with me, and then just all the way around, we didn't execute. We didn't just do the simple things right. I thought we had too many plays early in the game, first, second down, where we got behind the sticks. We let their pressure and their pass rush and all that things get going because we were so far behind the sticks where we didn't really have much of a choice but to, you know, throw the ball in most plays. So, you know, there's a lot of things there. It's not just one thing that went wrong, you know.
Do you remember the play where you got hurt? Was you slammed to the ground, or do you remember what happened?
Yeah, it was on the 4th down when I scrambled and, you know, reached for the first down. I got hit out of bounds and just landed on it. So, yeah.
You talked about a touchdown drive, right?
Yeah.
How frustrating is it to try to do what you got to do, and you want to have a running game, but it's almost like immediately we've got to go to the passing game to try to get back into a game?
It's frustrating. I mean, yeah, it's just every aspect of the game today was frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating. It's frustrating that we had so many mistakes all the way around. It's frustrating that I had a couple turnovers again. We got to, at some point, we got to take control of it and go play the way that I know we're capable of playing, and we're not doing that. It's like we're all waiting around, waiting on something to happen for us to get out of this funk, and it's not happening. You know, no one's coming to save us. We gotta go take control and take these games and win them, and, you know, put ourselves in position. So yeah, it's, you know, I got a lot of thoughts. It's frustrating. It's really embarrassing and frustrating, and you put a lot of work in to do that and to look like you don't even practice. I mean, that's what it looks like, which is, you know, just got to call it like you see it sometimes. I mean, it's bad all the way around. So we got to find ways to get better. We got to get out of our own way. It just feels like everything's so difficult right now. Just do the simple things, you know, make the simple plays. Just get back to doing what we've done this season at points and when we were playing well. And, you know we have what it takes, but I mean, we haven't the last month. So at the most important times, we got to play better, and we're not. So.
Is that a crisis point, do you think, this season? Ask Doug.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to answer that really. I mean, yeah, we still, you know, we got 2 games left, and we still control what we get in the postseason, and we got to take care of business these next 2 weeks. I mean, it's really bad though that we've put this on the field the last, you know, 3-4 weeks. It's a problem, and you want to be playing your best football at the end of the season, going into the postseason hopefully, and we're playing our worst. So we need to find answers. We got to find answers quick. We got 2 weeks to figure it out. So yeah, I mean, I don't say crisis, whatever you want. At the end of the day, we got to figure it out. And like I said, nobody's coming to save us. You know, we got to go do it. And, you know, we got 2 games left, and we'll see what we earn from there, you know. So
The most frustrating part of it, I know it's going to be frustrating both ways, but the fact that you can't figure a way out of it, you can't get out of it. I mean, not the unforced errors and all that other stuff, but you just can't figure a way to get out of it.
Yeah. I mean, that is the frustrating part. You know, like I said, it just looks like we don't even practice. You know, the stuff that we're doing, we look lost. No sense of urgency. God, I mean, the list goes on. And you know, I feel like we have good weeks of preparation, and I feel like we're prepared going into games, and then something happens on game day the last month where it just all falls apart. So, you know, we got to figure that out. We're all in it together. You know, we got to. This is our season. We've worked hard to be in this position, and we're close to pissing it away. So we gotta figure it out. We got 2 weeks left, like I said, and I mean, we got to flush it and move on to the next one because there wasn't much good to take from today, but we got to get better.
When you got hurt, when you sensed that you had hurt your shoulder, but you stayed in there, did you just? What was there even a thought for a second that, hey, maybe I should not stay in there, or is it just one of those things where, hey, you tough it out, it wasn't anything that you thought would force you to go to the bench.
Yeah, I mean, when I landed, I knew something was off. And then the next play, throw it. It kind of hurts to throw, and I just wanted to finish the drive out, and we were able to get some points, and then on the 2-point, and just could tell by the way I threw it, I couldn't really get my shoulder up good enough to really keep playing. So I would have loved to have stayed in, but just kind of hurting everybody at that point if I do. So they kind of made the call, and I was with it just to take a seat the rest of the night, and can't really throw, not going to help us. We're kind of having to throw the ball every play, and CJ came in and did a nice job, and just yeah. Thank you all.
Yeah, the whole thing stinks. It stinks. No answers at all. No, it's the same stuff every week. Blah blah. Remember Charlie Brown, teacher? Wah 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 wah. That's all we get. Same stuff. Same aggravating, annihilating, intimidating, I'm just making up words, junk. I'm watching the Dolphins beat the Cowboys right now. Game-winning field goal is good. Great. Fish win. Here's Josh Allen.
I just want to win, resilient or not, man. I'm just, I didn't play my best ball. Guys didn't play their best ball. We have to be accountable. Hold each other accountable to a higher standard, and I can hold myself to that standard as well. And I did not play my best ball.
I know it doesn't. That's all right. I know it doesn't feel it, but you still got a chance here.
Yeah.
I mean, does that give you
Man, the season's not over, and that's the thing. Own it. Feel it. I'm hurting. Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas, and I love my family. I'll have a good time, but this hurts. I'm gonna be watching film on what I need to do better, and if it's a game plan or it was something that they did different, then I'm gonna be attacked like that. So for me, I gotta own that, get better, move on.
Yeah, you do. They all do. They all are not very good right now. It's disappointing in so many ways, and I'm gonna tell you what rubs me the wrong way even a little bit too. Normally it's, there's 30 minutes, 35 minutes before we get the coach. Today we got him early because they all want to get home because it's Christmas Eve. I get it, but, we're all working, That's what you got. That's what you gave us to report on. Terrible performance. Call it like it is. Trev, it wasn't a couple turnovers. It was 3 turnovers. It was 2 bad picks. One of them might have been a miscommunication, but if you're having a miscommunication with Evan Ingram, something ain't right with this offense, dude. And the fumble, again, you saw the blitz coming. You have to get rid of it. Your offensive line's no good. Somebody's going to break through. You got to step and throw it away if you have to. Cannot turn the ball over. 8 times, at least 3 turnovers in a game. 8 times in his young career. Got to get better. Hard to defend. 19 touchdowns, 12 picks this year. Not good enough. What happened to the Trevor from the second half of last year who we thought was going to take off this year? Never took off. A lot of that is personnel, but that also falls on the quarterback. As they say, the quarterback gets all the glory when you win and all the blame when you lose. And there's enough blame to spread around for this football team right now. But what happened out there today, lackluster effort, lackluster. Did they try? Did they care? Bucks came out with purpose, man, with fire. We were watching some of the Dolphin game because the Jags were so bad. And Cheetah's making a catch, and he's jumping around. Who jumped around for the Jags today? Anybody? 3-0 on the first drive, right down the field. Had a wide-open touchdown if Gotsis doesn't knock it down, but at least they give him the 3. Jags go out there, and they get a 3rd and 15. Throw a pick. Then it's 10-0. 10-0. Then it's 13-0. Then it's 20-0 at the half. Then the Jags get the ball to start the second half, go down the field and fumble. 27-0. 30-0. Yeah, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, yeah. I'm not asking anybody you're still – I'm not saying this. I don't care if they're still in first place. They are reeling. They are not beating Carolina playing like that. They are not going to beat Carolina with that kind of effort and that kind of junk that we just watched. That was awful. Let's show some scores here. We're going to get out of here in a minute. I'm walking over here. You'll find me. We're in the studio. Seattle, that was gritty. That was gutty. Remember what happened to gritty, not pretty? Yeah. It ain't gritty and it ain't pretty. It's rhymes with gritty, rhymes with pretty, begins with an SH. That's what it is. Seattle beat Tennessee 20-17. Detroit Lions won their division for the first time since like 1993. They beat the Vikings in Minnesota. This game nobody cares about. Thank you, Cleveland. Amari Cooper had an unbelievable day. Green Bay held on barely. Atlanta beat the Colts. Thank you, Atlanta. And then you saw the Thursday night games. Oh, I can swipe up. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, Rams won the other night. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati, kind of knocked them out. The Bills are in control now. The Bills are back in the playoff hunt. We stink. We stink. And it's depressing. We're going to run one more interview. Trayvon Walker. Let's hear what he has to say. Oh, okay. All right. We'll hear from Trayvon Walker momentarily. We're getting that prepared for you, although let me tell you what he's going to say. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, Trayvon.
How stunning is this right now to not be able to find the answers?
I mean, obviously it's something that every week we keep coming back to say we got to look in the mirror to see what we did. Obviously, they out-physicaled us, they outplayed us, and, there's no excuse that you can make that we can make as a team. Like, we just have to go back to the drawing board and obviously get back to work.
Does it make it tough to feed off anything because it's like nothing's going? Offense turning it over, you guys are giving some up, special teams missing some kicks. It doesn't something really to lean on right now.
I wouldn't say that. You always have to come into if you play this game of football, any sport, any professional sport, you have to bring your own juice to the game. So you can't be relying off of other energy. So, for me personally, I just have to look at myself and ask myself, am I being that leader, that motivational leader on the field? And while we out there playing on the sideline, just uplifting my teammates, trying to keep that energy there. Like, we all got to bring our own energy.
Got check time? Two to play?
Most definitely. 2 games left, must wins. And in order for us to do what we want to do and know what we know we can do, which is make it to the playoffs and be in a great position, we just have to get back to the drawing board and get back to what we do best, and all playing on one accord, special teams, offense, and defense. Can
you lean on that a little bit, that you still have everything there? Will that motivate you a little bit to not panic or whatever it might be, stay focused, whatever it needs to be?
At this point, the way we've been playing, if we don't get it together, then we better be panicking, because we're not going to end up where we want to be. So obviously we have to get some type of sense of urgency and just get back to the drawing board, like I continue to say. Look at ourselves and evaluate ourselves critically and come back and make those corrections.
Panic! Work tomorrow. Everybody here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Everybody. Panic. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to wrap it up. You heard from Doug Peterson. You heard from Trevor Lawrence. We got Jags Report Live on Tuesday. Thank goodness. We'll be calmed down by then. Devon Hamilton will join us. Prime time tonight. I'll still be mad then. So if you want to hear more of me yelling and screaming, I will. We'll leave you. We're back in the stadium next Sunday, 1 o'clock, if you dare. Jags have a chance to lose their 6th game at home this year. Let's go. Let's go, Jags. Let's lose number 6. Shall we? It's Carolina. Holy cow. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Merry Christmas.
Jags Nation, thanks for watching the Action Sports Jax postgame show. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.